What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are in fantastic day today. And today we have the October 2023 Orange County John Wayne Santa Ana International Airport update for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. Today we have a very exciting Orange County update in store for you guys. We got some various aircraft changes, quite a bit of anticipation, and a bunch to get into in today's airport update. I really hope you guys are excited for this. And without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. So quite a bit going on here at Orange County since the last time that I filmed an airport update, since quite a few of them were pre-recorded for the summer. So really excited to talk about all the movements. We got some new routes coming up, some aircraft changes. We got a bunch going on here. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start right here at gate number 1 with this WestJet Boeing 737-700. This aircraft's taxiing out for departure. This aircraft came in from Calgary and now is going to be making a non-stop service today over to Vancouver. So we got Calgary at 3 weekly and Vancouver I believe is 4. So certainly some solid flights here for WestJet facilitating their operation here. And it's been nice to see what they've been doing here. So really excited for the future of them, and I think they're going to continue to do a good job here. So looking very good right there. I thought it'd be nice to change it up here and do look at the aircraft from over the terminal, since in the previous updates we did it from the other side. So let's go ahead and do that. If macro mode can understand that I should be the person that decides what we're doing with the camera mode. So let's go ahead and get started right here. Starting off with this Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200. This aircraft's coming in from the Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport, or SIPS Aviation's airport. Yeah, Atlanta going really strong here for Delta. They've done a really good job with regards to ATL service. 3 daily 757s. It's a really smart route there. Excited to see where they can progress with that. Who knows, maybe even the 321neo can join up with the 757 sometime, but certainly not going to be taking 757 for granted, considering what kind of operation that those have right now. So looking very good, and that is a really good looker here for Delta. Speaking of which, here is another one. This 757-200 is a Gen 1 aircraft with the winglets, of course, coming in from DT Dubs, Detroit. Very cool to see Detroit getting after it here with the 757 5 times a week. It's been very consistent since it returned, I think it was last July, maybe. It was a while ago at this point. So maybe October, may have been a year ago or this time. So really cool that it's back, and I've been really glad to see what it's been doing. So excited to see the future of Detroit, but nevertheless, this guy's out to Detroit. I'm pretty sure it was July. July sounds right, although that summer was jam-packed as well, so who knows. Next up, we have this Delta Airlines Airbus A220-300. This aircraft is currently making the non-stop service coming in from Salt Lake City, Utah, and now it's going to be making a continuing service here over to Seattle. So they've been bouncing around quite a few aircraft on Salt Lake City, Seattle, and Minneapolis between the 220 variant. So it's been cool to observe that, and I'm excited to see where it goes from here. So looking good with the Delta aircraft, and excited to see where it goes from here. So this Delta 220, again, heading over to SLC after coming in from Seattle. Next in line right here, pushing back from gate number 5, I believe this is, and macro mode, I can't fathom the logic. It was perfectly in focus. It was beautiful, and it is beautiful once again, finally. Push back right here, we have this American Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. This aircraft's going to be making the non-stop service over to Chicago O'Hare. This continues to run the 737 MAX, which is really cool. It's been very fascinating to see how consistent they've been on that 737 MAX service. It was 737s there for a long time, so really nice to get the 737 MAX. It's been a consistent visitor here on that route. So excited to see where the future of the MAX progresses. Stay on the lookout for next month's update, as we'll have some changes there. There's a little, there's your hint for November. Okay, next up, try not to block the aircraft here, but here's our American Airlines Airbus A321 in the Medal of Honor livery. Been a while since I've got this aircraft into an airport update, so glad to have it in here today. Really great job here by NG Models. This aircraft is currently making a non-stop service coming in from Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport on a turnaround service. I thought I would use the Sharklet today to kind of change it up, because there are quite a few Sharklet 321s at Phoenix. Not as many as the LUS fence tip, of course, but there's still a noteworthy amount, and pretty regularly these do fly into Orange County from Phoenix. So I thought it was only right to send this aircraft in here. So looking good with this one, and absolutely love to see it here for American. And then over here at the next gate, we have this American Airlines Airbus A321 with Sharklets in the standard livery. This will be an A321 Transcon version here for us today. This aircraft's heading out to New York John F. Kennedy. They continue to do really well with that service, so that's been really fun to watch. It'll be interesting to see what the future of that route will be. And I'm excited to see if they can continue to evolve on it. So it'll be quite interesting. Who knows, maybe JetBlue will come in, and I guess they're not competing against each other again with the Northeast Alliance pretty much being done at this point. So pretty interesting battle there. We'll see what happens, if anybody will come in and try to strike some competition. Pretty much the only relative competition they have, not the JFK obviously, but the Newark though, is going to be this United Airlines Boeing 737-800. What a segue, am I right? So Evo Blue, of course, like I said, coming in from Newark right now, and now it's going to be heading over to Chicago O'Hare. So it's been really fun to watch the various aircraft types they've been using on all these services here for United. United really making some industry-leading moves here. They've really went above and beyond with the new regime to really improve what they've been doing. So been a big fan of that. Excited to continue to utilize them. No exception here with their paint scheme in the Evo Blue livery. I think that was a really big start to what they're trying to become. So excited to see what's to happen for United. The 737-800, like I said, coming in from Newark, heading over to Houston. Or Chicago, excuse me. This Airbus A320 is going to be a turnaround out to San Francisco, California. Very cool to see United in their consistent San Francisco service here, and I think this is a really smart choice for them. A bunch to be had on this service, and of course, I think they're only going against Alaska on this one. So really great choice for them here, and excited to see where they'll go in the future. And here's the 737-700 for United, this one in the Continental Globe paint scheme. This aircraft is currently making the service coming in right now from Houston Intercontinental, and now we'll be heading back out there. So ultimately, quite the lineup here of aircraft to start out our day over here at Orange County. Next up, we have the Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-800. This aircraft has scimitar winglets coming in from Seattle. Now it's going to be heading over to Portland, Oregon. So been fun to watch the various aircraft types they've been operating there. Glad to see Portland on the mainline service, and excited to see where they'll be transitioning to. But pretty much it's all Boeing fleet at this point now, so there's not going to be much to transition to. But in regards to frequencies, and yeah, can't really get the 737-900 in here. They probably would fly it, so that's where the 737-800 has a really important role. So looking good here for Alaska. Counterpart will be the Embraer 175 for Horizon in the Honoring Those Who Serve color scheme. This aircraft is currently making a non-stop flight today, coming in from none other than Santa Rosa, and now it's going to be having service over to San Francisco. So looking good for those aircraft right there. Here we go with the Allegiant. Their Airbus A320 is coming in today. This aircraft's coming in from Spokane, Washington. Now we'll be heading over to, I'm trying to think of one that I haven't used in a long time. Let's go with, I think they have Bosman. Pretty sure they do, but Allegiant routes are kind of obscure around here, so apologies, but I think they have Bosman. So we'll send them over to Bosman. Really great assortment of routes that Allegiant facilitates here out of Orange County. It's a nice reliever to LAX, which they certainly have a bunch of routes out of, especially in the summer. So looking good with that aircraft, and glad to see Allegiant continuing to thrive. Hopefully we'll get a new route announcement soon. I think they're overdue, so we'll see what happens. Frontier Airbus A320 Neo, Baja the Welsh Shark coming in from Denver, heading over to Las Vegas. Very consistent for them here. No major changes. They're usually not this consistent on any of their services, so it's cool to see Orange County certainly being one of them. But this is a daily service for both those airports, so it would make sense why it's so consistent. Hello Spirit, their Airbus A320 with Sharklet is coming in from Las Vegas, heading over to Oakland next, so very cool to see that as well. Yeah, they've been really consistent with their operations here too, so it's been fun to watch, and I'm excited to see what's to come here in the near future. So looking good with that aircraft right there. This Southwest Boeing 737 MAX 8 will start out their section today. This is in the Canyon Blue retro paint scheme. This aircraft's coming in from Austin, and now we'll be heading over to Las Vegas. So certainly getting I'm not trying to scoot the table here, but I accidentally did. So that's why you saw the jet bridge move. So I'm going to put that table back into place. So yeah, it's been really exciting to see what Southwest has been doing here lately, and I'm excited to see what they'll do with hopefully some more new services in the near future. We'll just have to wait and see. And this Southwest Boeing 737-700 is in the Heart livery with the blended winglets. This aircraft is currently coming in today from Dallas Love Field, and now it's going to be making a service over to Nashville. So nice assortment of routes there, Nashville being one of their more unique offerings here. So glad to see how well they're doing, and excited to see where it's going to go from here. And this Southwest Boeing 737-700 is currently taxiing into the ramp. This aircraft's coming in from San Jose del Cabo, and now it's going to be making a non-stop service over to Puerto Vallarta. So glad to see our Mexico destinations continuing to thrive. I know realistically they wouldn't be paired together like that, but I thought it was kind of nice to put them together because they are a very similar destination in regards to how Southwest views it, and especially with regards to the topics that we talked about. It is easy to pair them together. So that's what we're seeing with this aircraft. Taxiing in to take the place of this aircraft currently pushing back, and we'll get a better view on the other side, but why not we take the backlit side of this Southwest Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8. This aircraft is pushing back with a non-stop service today out to Denver after coming in from Phoenix. So yeah, two of their biggest airports there, really making a thrives there with the hubs. So excited to see where it's going to go from here for Southwest, but nevertheless, this aircraft certainly looking good. And then we have this Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800. This aircraft's in the Heart livery with the scimitar winglets. This aircraft's coming in after a service from Chicago Midway, and now it's going to be making a non-stop service today. Let's send this guy. Let's go with, I'm pretty sure they have San Jose or Oakland. They have one or the other. They might have both. I'm going to think that they have Oakland out of Orange County, although I could be wrong. So we'll send them out to Oakland following this. So ultimately, a really good section here for Southwest. Really cool. One major note here. So you see this air stair right here. So on the original layout that I made for this, and you can even go back to the original updates if you'd like to see, there was a gate apron here. So this gate apron actually Southwest does use, and they actually have an air stair on it, which is really cool. So I learned that the other day. So appreciate my good friend Enzo for telling me that. So yes, Southwest does use this gate quite regularly, which makes quite a bit of sense. Obviously, I have my DIY cargo stand here, so I can't really represent it that well. So there may be updates where I put a Southwest plane here instead. There may be times where I put the cargo planes as we have here. I'll figure that out. Would love to hear the input in the comment section, but I think the cargo here works really well. It's unfortunate that it takes away from this gate. In fact, I might, okay, I did rip up the piece of apron for it, but it was right under here. So hopefully all of you can believe me, and you can go back to the previous updates. It was there. So yeah, unfortunate that the cargo section kind of took that over. I thought this gate was really dormant, but Southwest using it makes quite a bit of sense. So really cool that you can board on air stairs at Orange County if you're lucky. But if you'd like it guaranteed, I'd recommend you go to Long Beach. Okay, let me get us over to the other side here because we have quite a bit going on over here. So let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, so we have the FedEx Express Airbus E300 freighter. This aircraft's coming in from Memphis, of course, looking very nice. And we'll be heading out to Los Angeles next. Yes, I know the hop's kind of crazy how quick that is, but that's how they facilitate it. So starting looking good with that aircraft right there. And we have this UPS Boeing 757-200 freighter. This aircraft's coming in right now from Louisville on the turnaround. So yeah, the cargo section's certainly looking very nice with the various operations that they have here. So that's looking really good, and certainly glad to see how successful they've been with that here at Orange County. And there's a better look at the Southwest Max. Just couldn't help not recognize how good that lighting is, so that's what we love to see. The E2300 is taxiing out with a non-stop service day over the Las Vegas Harry Reid after coming in from Phoenix Mesa. And then here we go with this JSX Embraer ERJ-145. This aircraft's currently coming in from Phoenix, and now it's going to be heading over to Reno, so looking very good. Really cool to have that airline flying between my two model airports. Pretty unique there. This PC-12 will not be boutique today, just a private PC-12. This aircraft is currently coming in right now from Oakland, and now it's heading over to San Diego International Airport. And we have this Learjet 75. This aircraft is currently coming in right now from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Following that, it's going to be making a flight to Spokane, Washington. And lastly, we have this Learjet 75 coming in from Denver Centennial Airport, and now is going to be getting some maintenance done here and doesn't have a destination in mind yet. Here we have this American Airlines Airbus A321. This aircraft is currently making a service coming in right now from Charlotte Dulles International Airport, and we'll fly the red-eye back here in a few minutes. So really cool to see that route and that aircraft here in today's airport update. It's been a really fun one to keep our eye on, and we have some really good American news coming in very shortly, so keep your eye out for it. This Alaska Emerald 175 is operating for SkyWest today. It might be a Horizon route that I'm about to say, but nevertheless coming in from Seattle Everett. So looking very good here for that Alaska 175. Hello, Breeze Airways. The Emerald 195 is coming in from Provo, Utah. Been one of Breeze's most successful routes. They operate it like 10 times a week, so really cool to see. Every day has a 190, and then there's some 220s on some additional days of the week. So that's been really fun to watch how successful they've been there. Lastly, we have this quad tread of 4 aircraft here, so let's go ahead and get started. It's American Airlines Boeing 737-800 heading over to Dallas-Fort Worth today, so glad to see American doing really well here with their 737 service. Very consistent, and they do a really good job with it. It won't be very consistent next month. I'll give you one more hint for next month, so there we go. This is Breeze Airways Airbus A22300 heading over to Orlando, so pretty big question mark here for Breeze. They're going to suspend Orlando until mid-February 2024. Not really understanding the logic here because this is one of their better routes. I know it gets in delayed quite a bit, but the fact that they got to suspend this is pretty unfortunate, especially considering the fact that they obviously have the seasonal routes in Columbus, Pittsburgh, and what was the other one? Cincinnati. So certainly unfortunate. I'm hopeful that they'll be able to get that back if they can sooner. That would be great. But they are planning to bring it back. That's the big news. I think it's going to be 3 times a week. So yeah, pretty interesting considering how hard they hit it there on that route for several months. So pretty interesting for Breeze. We can talk about that more towards the end of the update, but that's our current update. So yeah, he's heading over to Orlando. Pretty unfortunate. That route's really great. So hopefully they'll be able to get that back on track here very soon. And it's Air Canada, Airbus E2300 heading over to Vancouver today. Very consistent daily service there. They've done a really good job on that. So great job there by Air Canada for continuing to facilitate such a great route. Last but certainly not least, we have this Delta Airlines Airbus E2100. This aircraft's heading over to Minneapolis. St. Paul was the only one that wasn't used today. So this aircraft's heading over to Minneapolis, St. Paul today. Glad to see Minneapolis doing well. They have 220 about 11 or 12 times a week. So pretty great. Most of it's almost double daily every day, but there are some days that it's just the one flight. So certainly looking good right there. And yeah, that'll do for today's Orange County update. We do have some fun news regarding the airport with regards to air service development, so let's go ahead and get started. We've talked about this briefly previously, excuse me, but Alaska Airlines will be getting nonstop service to both Tucson and Bozeman. Bozeman, I think, was seasonal. Tucson's year-round. There'll be ERJ 175 services, and those commence on December 14th. Really big gets here for Alaska out of Orange County. That's going to be very convenient for all those travelers that are looking to fly to those two destinations. And really, you know, they don't have any routes in the network that are quite like that. The most going into more the most unique route outside of that in the Alaska 175 network is probably going to be Los Angeles to Reno. So really cool to see those two. I think they'll be really great additions. No competition on Tucson, and then like I said, I believe Allegiant flies to Bozeman. Could be wrong on that. Need to double check, but very low competition for a very big potential reward. So I'm wishing Alaska all the best on those two services. And we'll be excited to celebrate those in December. And then in January, American Airlines will begin nonstop service. More new nonstops. You thought that they were done, they are not. Miami on a daily 737 will commence. I think that's another huge get. We've talked about the lack of Florida service here for obvious reasons, and now they're going to be getting another daily service, this time to Miami. So this will be the first flight to Miami out of Orange County, to my knowledge, ever, but certainly in recent times. So this will be really exciting to see how American can execute it. It will be daily 737-800. I think it has a bunch of potential. I bet the return's a red-eye. It might not be, but I would only expect that the return flight's a red-eye and the inbound, obviously, during the daytime. So, yeah, it'll be really exciting. Charlotte's obviously done well for them. New York was another really quality addition that they had. They've had Dallas, Chicago, Phoenix for quite some time. So why not continue to add them up? So who knows? Maybe even they'll try to facilitate a DCA Saturday service at some point. That would be another really cool one to add to the portfolio. So really eager to see what they do there. And another city, Boston would be yet another really interesting one, whether it's going to be JetBlue that does that sometime. Maybe American jumps on it, who knows? But yeah, another really interesting route for the network. And I'm excited to see how American will do on that. So that will be January 8th, 2024. So we certainly have plenty of new routes. Orange County's air service development's been really exciting. It's a really unique market, obviously, right? Since it's well south of downtown Los Angeles. But there's still more than enough demand for that part of the region to have so much air service. So it's really exciting, and I think that we have quite a bit to look forward to here at Orange County, obviously going into those months, but we have some really exciting aircraft changes coming up. So looking forward to covering those and much more here at Orange County. I hope each and every one of you are as well. But nevertheless, that'll do for today's video, everybody. Again, really hope you enjoyed it. Not too much on Orange County news. I did learn that there is an American Airlines Admirals Club here at Orange County, which is pretty interesting. It's around Gate 8, which is here. So that's really cool to know. Hopefully it's a nice one, and it's really nice to know that they have one there, and they do have quite a bit of service here, so it certainly can add up, and I'm hopeful that they continue to expand on it. And I apologize, sometimes with these airports, it's easy to bust on adding an additional aircraft for all the routes. I did miss the Austin E319 today. I promise that it is here. Austin's still being operated. It was just my fault, but sometimes it's okay, you know, have a little bit of a break from route. But yes, Austin's still good. Just missed it on accident. We have a bunch of American planes. We already have 5, so sometimes it happens. But yeah, Austin's doing good. Really glad to see that, and it will be in here next time. So I hope each and every one of you are looking forward to it. But nevertheless, that'll do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.